Hello cat dudes. Winter is over and spring is here. It actually snowed a little bit this morning, the first week of April, but it has since already all melted. So the winter toys like that one will be going away soon, and we're pulling out some of the summer toys like this four-wheeler here. And this morning I drove about a half mile down the street because I saw a sign at the grocery store hanging up on the poster board that said estate sale. Lots of new, lots of old. It said that there was mopeds there. So I thought it was going to be like maybe an old Honda Spree is all clapped out or something. And then there was this. An initial check of it took me a minute to figure out how you actually engage the pedal to the engines. The engine wouldn't spin over. So I walked away from it. I had Silas with me, and he was really kind of interested in it and was asking if we were going to put it in the truck and those kind of things. And so I turned back and looked at it, and just the way these 87 miles. Yeah, I mean, it kind of looks like the detail there. It's pretty interesting. Okay, so it's turn the ignition on and the horn button all in one. Okay, interesting. There's a choke lever. Yeah, the detail on the switches and everything, it looks like it's probably really only has 87 miles on it. And it's a 1976. I'd like to see what else is written there. Aftermarket, or maybe this was installed from the factory or manufacturer. I saw this tag on the back. I don't want to really give away the city, but the Honda shop. I don't ever remember the Honda shop in my hometown, but apparently at one point in time that existed. So I'm guessing bought from there. As expected, fuel has the odor that you don't want to smell, and now it kind of, as you can see, turns. So I did get it to where it moves. I don't want to do much until I get some oil in the cylinders. This is cool. I don't know if this was like an option from the dealer too, but it's chocked full with the stuff you want to see in it. Like a manual. I mean, I saw that the manual's in there. I didn't even open it up to look at it, but yeah, that's pretty cool. We'll try to see if we get that to lay a little more flat. What else we got? Rules. Spark plug. P6HS. I'm pretty sure I have some of those. Alright. Yeah, like I said, the gas tank doesn't have a good smell. There's interesting exhaust. Interesting. This is ignition. Oh, no, that's... How do you get this off? Look at this. That is a brake tire pump. Interesting. Still has some like stock cardboard on there too. That is something else. Alright, we'll see how this works. I got my cameraman, Silas, here, holding the GoPro at the computer. And I have my endoscope. And we're going into the tank. So first I saw that and I'm like, oh, rust. It's actually yellow overspray. Thought that was interesting. I'm cruising on down through it. It looks fairly clean all the way through. I mean, there's a little bit of surface rust here and there. I'm not sure how this is turning out for you guys. Somewhere down here there's liquid. Let's see. Because the dipstick showed liquid on it. That's about as far as I can get it without it hanging up. So I think the first thing we're going to do is pop this cover off. Take whatever is still down in here, which I think I can't get my scope past this part. So I'm guessing down in this area here we probably have some fuel that needs to come out of it. And then we'll inspect the carburetor too, maybe do a clean on that. I'm going to try to fix this. It does not turn. This fuel shutoff absolutely does not turn. I'm afraid I'm going to break it. But, you know, we'll pull that off. I believe it's in the reserve position right now. So I'll pull the little hose off of it and see if we can get any last bit of fuel that's down in this out. All right, so fuel tank drained. The petcock for it was clogged at first, and then when I got the debris out, it doesn't actually shut off anymore. It's open for all settings. So I figure I'll just order a new one, and it looks like a company called Moped Division has something that's pretty close to original, so we'll use that. One thing I think is really neat about this is the front clutch, the primary, in snowmobile terms, I think moped terms, is a variator. It is very much like that. It's a V-belt, and as the clutch closes, the belt has to travel further distance, right? Just like in a snowmobile. In snowmobile, your primary and your secondaries kind of complement each other, right? As the primary moves in, the secondary moves out, so that the belt, the belt length is a fixed length, so you got to make up for that. On this rear pulley is fixed, so the engine actually does that. And you can see by moving it, it's got this giant pivot bolt right here that it hangs off of, and then on the other side there's a little spring. And so as the clutch closes and the belt's got a further distance here to go around, the engine swings back. So imagine the 1976 Motobecane. So here's all what we've done to it. We drained the fuel, got all the dirty fuel out of it, replaced the fuel shutoff I was talking about with wasn't working anymore. With that, it got a new fuel line, and of course the carb got pulled and cleaned. Put a new spark plug on it, and she runs. The only other thing that we really did was we pulled off the little basket that's sitting back there and washed it. We got it all cleaned up. I've test drove it for about 4 miles now. I don't know of any issues that are going, but I figure this will probably be the last clip that I do for the video for it. Once again, found it about a month ago at a garage sale, and it was one of those situations where you're leaving the grocery store and you see an advertisement hanging on a poster board. Just somebody wrote down that they had a garage sale in the address and that they had mopeds, and I showed up and this is what I found: a 1976 Mobylette with, at the time, only 87 miles on it. Now it's got 91. We're going to do a quick start for you. My cameraman's going to hold the camera. All you really have to do to start this one is pull the compressor. Starts that easy, runs like a champ. I hope you enjoyed watching this video of the 1976 Mobylette. Do what you can to support our videos and make sure many people can see them by liking them, giving them a thumbs up, drop a comment below if you had something similar, share your story. Share the video, and of course we'd love it if you would subscribe. So our next video is Cat Dudes out.